Susan Finch is a digital strategist and designer who specializes in repurposing content and eye-catching graphics. Tune in as she gives us amazing tips on how to maximize our time and dollars for conferences. Everything from how to connect with people beforehand to how to walk in to trumpets, fanfare, and rose petals. Join us. Susan, so on average, there are at least 250 conferences in the United States every year. So tell me what's the best ways that some teams can maximize their time and effort when they're attending a conference?
And I think that might even be a shy number. I think there are probably 100 easily per industry. So just your specific industry. How are you supposed to do all those? It's impossible. So you have to pick the ones you're going to. The biggest pain I see that people have is, or companies have, is not enough staff to get ready to show up because they're so busy pulling together their reel materials, their booth stuff, they're making arrangements at home, closing up client things before they leave. They don't have a chance to really prepare for the event and to be 100% present when they're there and maximize that effort.
Okay, with that being said, what is it that your team does to help people prepare for a conference?
We do all the prep work. We get you ready to show up. We get people ready to see you, meet you, excited to meet you before you even walk in the door. There is a lot of work from the moment you sign the contract saying, yes, we are going to this event. I have this team, or I'm getting a booth, or I'm speaking. From that moment, that's when we step in.
Is that where the trumpets sound and the rose petals show up?
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, you're walking through the door and the lights and the sparkles and all the beauty happens because you're finally there. They're like, there they are. They're the ones that have been talking about us. They're the ones that have been showing off what we're speaking about. They're the ones I want to learn more about.
So, and I've noticed that I've seen people that have showed up at conferences and people there, people get so excited. And it's because they have been engaging beforehand, tweeting and looking at all the different speakers, what the items are going to be, the subjects, right?
Right. It isn't always, though, the typical big headline superstars either. They want to meet the people that they're suddenly, they have these new advocates and they show up and they get to meet them and shake their hands and they get to learn more what they're about, what their company is about, their new services they're offering. They're interested in you suddenly.
It's like being a little mini celebrity.
Yes, it is. Kind of a self-made celebrity.
Exactly. Okay, so then the next step, let's talk about the afterglow. So you've attended the conference, you've made all these great connections. Tell me what you do next.
Well, you can't let the conversation end. That's the biggest thing. A lot of companies make mistakes by, okay, we're all back, we're gathered back home, and it's time to move on to our next thing that we're doing. And they leave all of that, those people wanting more. The people that you actually talked to and spent time with, just sitting there like, where'd they go? So you need to continue that conversation, continue the engagement, continue connecting more people that you met from the event. That's the other piece of it. And that is the most forgotten piece of participating in an event like that. It's
definitely tantamount to leaving money on the table.
Oh, agreed. There's what a crime that is. You wouldn't just sit there and leave accounts and great leads on the table. Why, you don't leave it in your CRM system. You follow up. These aren't just cold call leads. These are beyond warm leads. These are hot leads.
These are smoking hot leads.
They are. They're hot leads. And if they are not going to be your client, they are hot advocates. So grab them, keep them, make them feel special.
I think of it in terms as if you're dating and you meet somebody you really like, you wouldn't forget to call them back, would you?
No, and on the other hand, too, I've had it before where you've gone out. It's like, not a match for me, but I have this friend and oh my gosh, you guys would be great together. And so you do that.
Who would think that networking would include thinking in terms of dating?
If you don't, you're a fool because it is all the same thing.
Absolutely. Okay, so give us a few top things you think people should do before they go to a conference and then tell us how we can find you.
Top things. Get your calendar ready. Map it out. Make sure your entire team knows what level you're participating. Are you guys just going? Are you speaking? Are you going to have a booth, all of them? Are you going to do demos? Are you hosting a special event at the conference because you didn't feel like speaking or nobody asked you to speak? Know what you're going to be doing and immediately start planning backwards.
So next conference, I know where I'm going to susanfinch.com. That sounds like the best place to reach you. Is that right?
It is the best. You can find everything about me right there.
Such great information. Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you, Mia. That was fun.